Well, you're welcome. But, I wanted to ask you a question.
Oh.
It seems like our power selling mom is just so into so many different things, but always motivated and always with a smile. And I'm kind of like, how do you keep yourself up and keep yourself motivated and keep going and going like the Energizer Bunny?
Well, I guess it's just, I get motivated. It's because there's so many people out there that want to learn, number one, and it's very extremely rewarding to me to help people and to share the knowledge that I've gained with those that are brand new. I love helping a brand new person and experience eBay. And then, of course, the eBay Giving Works is, I'm now at a point where I'm taking it to a local level, and I'm going to be concentrating more on my community here in Ocala, Florida, and working with nonprofits locally and getting them involved with eBay Giving Works. Because my goal is there's about 200 nonprofits in my county, and there's only 5 of them registered with eBay.
Really?
So my goal is to get them all registered and teach them how they can make their staff can also learn to sell on eBay to donate for the cause, in addition to getting them additional exposure for their nonprofit.
So, is it just for your classes? Are they just for the employees of a particular charity, or would it be for supporters as well?
Right. I have 2 separate prices. So the price is reduced for the nonprofit staff, and then the price is higher for the individual coming to a private class. That's higher.
Do schools count in that?
Some schools, it depends what area they're in as far as, their nonprofit or government or, it just depends.
Well, say for
Private schools do.
Say, for instance, a school band was fundraising to go march in the Tournament of Roses parade, and they needed to raise funds.
The only way that they could do that, because they're not a nonprofit, they're not an official entity. So what they would have to do is get their nonprofit paperwork in order and then submit it to eBay. And then every person that sells for that band has to have that official paperwork shown on their listing. So all the band members could list on eBay, but they have to have the proper paperwork displayed on each listing that it's been approved by eBay.
Right. So it takes a little bit of work, but it might be better than car washes and bake sales.
Right. Absolutely.
Especially when you're selling internationally.
Right. Yep. So that's what keeps me going, is,
just helping people.
Yep.
Well, you certainly helped a lot, that's for sure.
Well,
that's
thank
for
you.
Sure.
And of course, keeping the family first. So with the kids all moving out, and then I have to have a new cause. I can't, I don't have my kids to look after, even though I have my grandmother. But she's, as you can tell, easy to take care of, and so it's.
Gotta tell you, Dana's personality is very nurturing and caregiving. So this is just perfect for her, both for Grandma, her kids, and for us.
Thank you.
She's a good gal.
Oh, you silly. Well, thank you very much.
Well, you're very welcome. You're welcome. I mean, it's a pleasure knowing you, and it's just, so great that we went to the Kansas Jubilee and had the opportunity to meet.
Right.
Get acquainted really fast on a 4-hour car drive. It was like
and we still liked each other when we were done.
Exactly. Ended up hugging goodbye in a snowstorm in October.
Yeah.
And here we are at her house 6 months later. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? All because of eBay.
eBay brought us together.
So it's another good example of networking and the community that is really behind the scenes in eBay. Because a lot of people that are new to eBay don't realize what's behind the walls, or behind the curtain of the community.
That's right, and it is so much more than just buying and selling, and there's all kinds of interaction and opportunities to interact, and now these social networks and groups and the eBay groups, and I don't know how anybody can stand alone and make it work. There's so much to know that it's impossible to do it on your own without having other people
Support.
and to brainstorm with and vent to and run things by.
Right.
You know, there's local groups cropping up all over. There's that one that's starting in Boston. There's the one in Dallas. I know in Colorado Springs there's one. And I'm sure that and Chris is starting one, a 4-stater one in Missouri.
That's right.
So they're all over, and I certainly encourage people to attend them, even to go out of their way to the eBay radio. People are having an event in Las Vegas in June. That's another thing where it's going to be great networking. And the people you meet and the friendships you make and the classes you attend will stay with you forever.
Right.
And then and the best part is you're motivated.
Right.
You know, it raises you up a level, and you're not just in the doldrums trying to learn stuff off the website or out of a book.
Right.
You put a face to it, and you talk eBay for 2 days, and it's like, you know, you get your questions answered, and then you hear other people's problems, and maybe you've got an answer for that, and it makes you feel so good that you've got that much experience that you can answer somebody else's question.
That's right. And it's like that's why my motto is there's plenty of eBay for us all to be blessed and prosper. Because you now have knowledge in a new area, and now you can share it and help the next person, and then they can carry it on and continue.